going on, ladies and gentlemen? Boys goes back again, another X Foods. Hey, we need to Melanie Martinez, White Boy with a Gun. That is a crazy title if I've ever heard one. Good Lord, bro. So I can obviously have an idea about what this one's about. This one, I would assume, may or may not be about mass shootings, right? Because I'm starting to catch a theme here is that she's touching on real world stuff. She's touching on important things going on, from assumingly war to how women are treated to now maybe, you know, shooting problems, I would assume. So this project actually might be a very dark but real project, right? She might be touching on a lot of issues, okay? So you better brace yourself. We're going to jump right into it. Hope you're having a good day. Come by with your boy. Also, the sounds on this project have been very good, too. The mix is great.
I thought he was cute, we'd go on a date. I talked about the news he didn't debate. Went down on my ear, gave him diabetes. Later that night, told him to bait. Went down on my ear, gave him diabetes. Later that night, told him you'll never see me.
Down on the cookie, got diabetes.
You'll never see me. Pillow talk went awry, a typical guy. Chomped on my flesh, revealed his true side. His ignorance slipped and so did my fist. Punched him real hard, but it felt like a kiss. But it felt like a kiss. You say you're a feminist.
There we go. Holy shit.
You say you're a feminist, but I know that you're lying, boy. You support the government's Second Amendment in your drawer. You're racist, not nuanced. Might as well just wear white cloth. He said, don't you know that I'm a real nice guy? All of the sheep, white people alike. The women, the men, the center spotlight. Their ignorant brains call genocide war. Protect white feelings while they swipe and ignore. They swipe and ignore.
Oh, man. This is a very,
Swipe and ignore feelings while they swipe and ignore.
very risky song.
They swipe and ignore.
She's going into it, man. She does not care.
They swipe and ignore. When girl power means no human, no heart, just labels masqueraded for corporate charts and making the bloodthirsty seem like gods to stupid little bitches who don't know the cost. They don't know the cost. You say you're a feminist.
I'm not really a fan of the verses and the talking and this effect going on, but I love how it sets up for the singing. And this vocal right here is so
You
nice.
say you're a feminist, but I know that you're lying, boy. You support the government's Second Amendment in your drawer. You're racist, not nuanced. Might as well just wear white cloth.
That's
He
crazy.
said, don't you know that I'm a real nice guy?
The day the walls of the cities will crumble away, uncovering our naked souls. I'll start singing, shouting, screaming.
You say you're a feminist, but I know that you're lying, boy. You support the government's Second Amendment in your drawer. You're racist, not nuanced.
God, I love her vocal here.
Just wear white cloth. He said, don't you know that I'm a real nice guy? You say you're a feminist, but I know that you're lying, boy. You support the government's Second
Oh, the background harmony.
You support the government's Second Amendment in your drawer. You're racist, not nuanced.
That's nice.
Might as well just wear white cloth. He said, don't you know that I'm a real nice guy?
vocal. Very like spacey. Okay, look, this one though. Hey, what's going on? Don't mean to interrupt or anything. I don't like advertisements any more than you do, but if you like merchandise such as this shirt, you want to cop this shirt, yes, this is my shirt. You can go ahead and click the link in the description down below where I have all my merchandise. I'm going to go ahead and scroll it right here. You can see all my merchandise. If you want to see any of that, you want to buy any of that, support your boy, support the channel, you can click in the link in the description down below. Okay, I'll see you later. Let's get back to the video. Love you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, this one definitely kind of confirms my assumption about this project being a very current event, what's going on in the world project. I think she's definitely going to touch on a lot of things going on, which is one of those things that's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you guys know me and you know you've been following me for a long time, like I just react to music and art, bro. Like that's just what I do. I don't care who the artist is. I don't care what they've done in their personal life, how good or bad of a person they are outside of the music. I just react and talk about the music, okay? So when it comes to politics and all that stuff, I stay out of it. Never been a fan of politics, never will be. I think it's too divisive. I think people get too attached. I think it's just, you can't have a normal conversation, right? This project, I think, is going to be a very controversial project because of that, right? I think human beings are too emotional to have such serious conversations about things. And especially in today's climate where social media magnifies and exaggerates and exacerbates everything, and you get things instantaneously, right? I don't think human beings were designed or evolved or created into being able to handle the technology and the tech space that we currently live in, right? But anyways, this song specifically, I think might be towards your stereotypical white man in America, I believe is what she's touching on, right? White boy with a gun. And funny enough, I don't think she's talking about white boy with an actual gun. I mean, she did say something about your Second Amendment, right? Which is the right to defend yourself, right to bear arms, something like that. It's the right to have a gun, basically, I believe. And even though she did say that, I think the deeper message is that a white boy with a gun is more or less a metaphor for your stereotypical white guy letting a lot of stuff slide, because I think the deep message in here is that the average white American, I mean, she did mention white women too, I think, but the white American in America holds a lot of power in the sense that I think they're like the primary voters and the primary people in Congress and all this stuff. So I think white people pretty much do run the country. You know, I think there's different minorities and ethnic groups that are represented in politics and, you know, all throughout the states and whatever, for sure. But the majority is white. And I think that's the deeper message. And she's saying that because there's so much wrong in the country and so much wrong with, you know, a lot of violence and things that are happening, but it just goes under the carpet, like it's swept under the rug. That is the gun. That's the violence, right? That is, and the gun can mean a lot of things, really. You know, the power, because when you have a gun, that's a very powerful thing. You know, you're going to control the situation, unfortunately. It's a weapon. The gun could also be something that's dangerous, you know, just holding power in general. Not an actual gun, but metaphorically a gun. And 3, a gun usually is used for killing or defense or destruct. Like, it's not, a gun's purpose is to inflict damage. Okay, so the gun could also be just the damage that's being caused in the country. Now, I could be yapping about a whole lot of nothing, because like I said, that's not my area. I don't know nothing about nothing in the political landscape. Sure, I hear it from other people around me, or like, you know, I'll see something on social media or whatever. So I got glimpses of things, but I'm not in it. And I know it's a deep iceberg, but that's my best guess. Now, this is a very controversial song because, one, it's I believe it's, you know, politically charged, right? It's more of a political song, more or less. But then it also, I don't know, white people might hear this and get offended. But I mean, as long as you're not the white person she's talking about, you have nothing, like, I'm not offended. You know what I'm saying? I don't, do you? And plus, at the same time, this is the point of America, is to have freedom of speech. So even if she was talking about me, if she was like, yo, I don't like bald white guys with goatees, they react to music, I'd be like, well, damn, that sucks. But I wouldn't be offended because that's her right to express that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, and she's also touching on stuff that he said, like he's a feminist, but she knows he's lying. So it could go into the fact that a lot of I don't even know what age group she's talking about either. I mean, she just say white boy, so maybe a younger kind of crowd, maybe like 20 to 30, you know, I don't know. And then above that is maybe more of a white man. I don't know, but maybe she's talking about just how the white boys and men in general are just like LARPing in a sense. Like, oh, you're a feminist, but you're not really, or you're like, you're racist. It's not nuanced. You should basically just wear a white cloth. Like, there's so much misinformation too, I guess, or maybe that's not the word, but like fake heroism almost, or like you're fake basically is what she's saying. But again, we have a very important song in today's climate, because I do know a lot of this stuff she's talking about is talked about and is something that's important, right? So she's 3 for 3 on important messages and talking about things that are currently going on. Now, the song itself, again, this one I think is even more of a skip for me than the other two, just because the talking, if you guys know me, you've been watching me for a long time, most of the time when an artist is like talking and doing this almost snap poetry kind of thing in the middle of their song, not really a vibe. I want melody. I want something catchy. I want something that makes me feel, and just kind of talking doesn't really do it for me. But what I will say is that creates a very nice setup for a big contrast when she does sing on the chorus, and I absolutely love the chorus. It's so good. Her vocals come in, the way it's mixed sounds really nice, and it's very pleasing to hear after her kind of just talking, chilling verses, right? And another thing is it's very creative. Again, she's being unique here. The first 3 songs, you have something different on every song, the way it sounds, the way that the feelings are, the way that she performs each song. So she's very different on each one. 3 songs in, and I get 3 completely different sounding songs. There's no like connection other than the core melody vibe, and then also the importance of these messages and what they tie into. So she's doing a very good job here. This one out of these 3, out of the first 3 that I've done, I think this one is definitely my least favorite, but it might be the most like radical or the most like controversial song so far, right? So I don't know how far else she could get into some controversy or crazy topics, but there's a whole lot to talk about in the world going on right now. So this album could be pretty crazy, but I'm ready for it, and I'm excited to see what else she has. So that'll do it for today's reaction video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new here and you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. I drop a video every day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Appreciate the love and support. You know what to do. Leave some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Don't forget to hit those notification bells so you don't miss a single video. If you're a fan of Melanie, be sure to support Melanie. Always support the artist or the content you enjoy. So all that being said, I hope you're having a great day. Send positive vibes your way. And until next time, I'm out.